The trouble is, when it arrives, every bale of cotton is slightly different. So to make a consistent thread, the cotton needs to be blended. That process begins here in the blow room with bale laydown. A machine called a Truschler blendomat uses a mechanical arm to pick fibres from the top of the bales. These fibres are then blown along air ducts into special multi-mixers before they're cleaned by being blown around, allowing any trash to fall out the bottom. The resulting fibres still don't look like thread, so it's then down to operators like Jose and his trusty DK760 to perform what's known as carding. Now, despite what you may think, carding isn't something that a Las Vegas croupier does, but is rather the process of untangling the fibres by combing and pulling the cotton into a kind of web. The fibres are then stretched together to form a thick strand called a sliver. At a speed of 1,500 feet per minute, 6 slivers are stretched and combined. The next stage is spinning. At each one of these stations, cotton slivers are pulled and twisted at a rate of up to 120,000 revolutions per minute. There are between 100 and 250 fibres in a single thickness of cotton thread, and just 20 grams of fibre produce a whole kilometre of fine yarn. On these giant reels, they now have something that's starting to look like familiar cotton. But to make jeans blue, the cotton first needs to be dyed. You guessed it, yellow. But don't panic, Ramiro the cowboy isn't going to end up looking like a lemon. The reason the dye is yellow is because indigo blue dye isn't water soluble. So it first needs to be mixed with a reducing agent, sodium hydrosulfite, and it's this that turns it yellow. Then, when it's removed, something magical happens.
Normally, the indigo bath is yellow, okay? But as soon as it has contact with the oxygen, it turns blue, as you can see in the surface of the glass.
Because the bond between the dye and cotton isn't very strong, jeans gradually fade. But of course, if jeans didn't fade, they just wouldn't be jeans. The thread is treated with cornstarch to make it stiffer, then after a blast in a dryer, the cotton is ready to use. The trouble is, it's just a bit too blue. Denim originally got its name from a type of French fabric, serge de Nîmes, Nîmes being a city in France. If you look at it closely, you'll see it actually contains a combination of white and blue thread. So, as the cotton is fed into the loom, it's blended with 1 strand of white to every 3 strands of blue. Each of these looms turns out 3,000 meters of denim every week, enough to make cowboys